死了。
Now, my wife and I had an agreement.
我们之间，我跟我太太之间有个协议，
We would tell no one where I was going.
我们呢不会告诉彼此，都不要讲说我们要去哪里。
We would believe God to tell the two of us individually the assignment from God.
所以呢，我们就是说，我们讲好，每次都要神个别分开的跟他讲，也跟我讲。
There were many times God told my wife before he told me.
有很多时候是神先告诉我的太太，再告诉我。
Ladies, you have that kind of sensitivity.
所以呢，女姐妹的天线都比较长一点。
Husbands, you better listen.
所以呢，丈夫们还是要听啊。
But each time,
但是每一次
I would wait or she would wait until each of us individually received the same command.
所以每一次呢，我们虽然我先得到了这个启示，但是呢，我不讲，我就等他来告诉我。他也是一样，我每次都是这样。
We made this vow standing facing one another almost 45 years ago.
所以呢，在我们45年前我们要开始一起服侍的时候，我们就彼此立下了这个誓言。
And we honored that.
然后我们就这样子做。
Because I never wanted to be dragging my wife anywhere in obedience to serving God.
然后呢，因为我不要为了顺服神呢，我有时候虽然我太太不想去，我要拉着她去。
I wanted her agreement and her heart with me.
我要就是说，她也跟我一样，是在合一的看得那个神的呼召里面一起来去。
Because the Bible is so clear about it.
因为圣经里面讲得很清楚，
One can only chase 1,000 of the enemy.
一个人只能追赶1000个。
Two in agreement,
如果2个人合一的话，
it's multiplied to 10,000.
就可以追赶万人了。
I know a good deal when I'm
我觉得
offered
这个
one.
交易蛮好的。
Wouldn't you rather chase 10,000 any day than just 1,000?
所以呢，你想想看，你这个不就2个人合一，你就一下就追1万，不用追1000啊。
So agreement has a covenant from God.
所以说，所谓的这个合一啊的这个协议呢，本身就是神的盟约的精神。
The next thing was,
另外一个
when I quit employment 38 years ago,
you quit
my full-time employment.
就是他30几年前就是把他的全职的工作辞掉的时候。
I worked 19 years in electronics.
他是电子工程师，工作了19
Had a very good position 38 years ago.
在30几年前那职位很好。
My children could have lived a very comfortable life those 38 years.
然后呢，而且那些年，而且就说他们他的收入非常非常好，小孩
They
子
could have been educated in the top universities of the world.
而且呢，他们都可以上很好的大学。
And I wouldn't have wound up in debt.
然后我也不想要有任何的负债。
But at 17 years old, when I entered university,
但是我17岁的时候进到大学，
I made a vow to God.
我对神呢许下了一个愿：
If you will bless me and let me get my education,
如果你可以帮助我完成我的学业，
and you will bless me in my work,
然后你会祝福我手上所做的工。
if the call to the ministry ever comes,
如果说你要呼召我去做这个
I
服事，
promise you, if I can't do both,
那我跟你许诺，如果我不能够两者兼顾的话，
I will lay my profession down
我就把我的职业放下来，
and I'll obey you in the ministry.
然后呢，我就是会顺服你。
That's when it came 38 years ago.
那38年前就发生的事情。
10 days before number 13 was to be born.
就在第13个小孩要出生前的10天。
How would you feel if a friend or a person in the church is quitting their employment with 12 children and number 13?
如果你教会里面有一个人有12个小孩，然后第13个小孩又即将要出生，然后你听到说他讲说他要把全职工作辞掉的话，你会觉得怎么
It'd
样？
be pretty easy to look at him and say, I think you're hearing from the wrong place.
你一定会跟他讲说，你可能听的声音有点问题。
God wouldn't ask you to do that, Henry.
亨利啊，神绝对不会叫你这么做的。
He'll have somebody that had their children's raised and everything's taken care of.
他一定会说你要把这个小孩好好照顾好，他会照顾你所有的事情的。
I know.
我知道，
I thought the same thing.
我也是这么说想的啊。
That's why I argued.
所以我跟神所以我争论啊。
Go to Jerusalem.
去耶路撒冷，
Walk every street of the old city and the new.
在这个耶路撒冷旧城跟新城的每一个街道这样子行走。
Oh, Lord.
哇，主啊！
We begin to calculate the streets and try and figure out how many days to be there to do this.
所以我们就是看，哇，那要走完所有的耶路撒冷的街道，那要多少天啊？
We calculated 16 days.
要16天才可以全部走完。
We calculated how much expense.
然后呢，要花多少钱？
I told the Lord, I will not leave my wife unless all the money's there to take care of her and the children when I leave.
然后而且我跟神说，每一次你呼召我去哪里的时候，我绝对不会留下我的太太跟小孩，除非那个钱所需要的钱全部到位。
So we had to have on hand at home at least 18 days of finance.
所以呢，就是说，在我们要去以前，神你还要先帮我们准备好那18天的所有的费用的钱。
And we had never told anybody our needs.
然后呢，我们从来没有跟任何的人来告诉他们这个事情。
We didn't need to when I was working.
我们那个时候，我在工作的时候，我也不需要跟人家讲。
But we made an agreement when I quit working, we would tell nobody our needs.
但是我辞职了以后，我们2个人就讲好了说，我们不对外面的人来讲，这神呼召我们去哪里，要多少钱，全部。
And we had begun to prove that out.
然后呢，我们就要看看说这个事情神是怎么样把它证实出来。
Many instances where I was to go before Jerusalem.
然后有很多时候呢有很多时候是我要去要去耶路撒冷以前去到别的地方去。
From the time we would calculate the needs of the expense.
然后但每一次我们在算我们所需要的金钱的时候，
And the two of us heard individually and confirmed it.
而且我们2个人彼此都有听到神说呼召我们要去哪里是分开讲的。
We found it to be consistent.
我们就觉得每一次都是这么的对位。
Within 6 days, all the monies would come in.
就是要起身前的6个礼拜呢，6天以前钱全部到位。
To take care of my family and my expenses.
然后呢，就是我的家人所需要的费用，的生活费，还有我自己的费用。
Without sending out prayer letters or begging.
我从来不用送带祷信出去的。
You see, I had a good salaried job.
那你看我的收入也很好。
I didn't beg my employer for the paycheck.
我那时候没有跟我的老板去跟他说，拜托啊，你发薪水给我啊。
I didn't tell everybody I worked with, I deserve a paycheck.
然后我也没有去跟别人讲说，我在这个公司服务，然后呢，我是应当要领到薪水的。
I believed every payday it was going to be there.
所以呢，我就相信说，每一次到发薪水的日子，那个薪水就会在那里啊。
So if I can believe God in the natural that way,
所以呢，如果可以相信神这个自然界可以做这样的事的话，
wouldn't it be a sin not to trust Him in the spiritual?
那么在灵里面，我难道不能够信任他可以做同样的事吗？如果不相信他，这是一个罪啊。
Because isn't my God greater than the corporation I'm
难道我的
employed
神
with?
难道我的神没有比我过去我服务的电子公司的老板还伟大吗？
Think about it.
想一想。
So guess what?
所以猜一猜，
6 days go by
6天过去了，
from the time we confirmed and had it calculated.
就是我们2个呢彼此就是确认说都有收到讯息了，而且来算钱。
December 26.
12月26号。
The 6th day from the 20th to the 26th ended.
所以就是20号，12月20号算到12月26号，6天结束了。
And the money didn't come in.
钱没有进来。
And I said,
So
thank you, Lord. I don't have to go to Jerusalem.
太好了，我不用去耶路撒冷了。哇，松了一口气。
Oh, that was relief.
哦，
And then I get a call. We live in Oregon at that
那
time.
时候我们住在Oregon，
And I get a call to come to Lake Oswego, which is off from Portland, Oregon,
就是在那个 Portland 附近的一个镇叫，
to speak in a home meeting.
就在一个家庭的聚会里面。
Now, this is clear into January.
这个呢是1月份发生的事情。
The 6 days have expired over a month.
那个6天呢已经过期，快要1个月了。
No problem.
没问题。
I just about missed getting there
哦，
to that appointment in Lake Oswego.
我要去的过程当中啊，我还差点错失了那个时间。
On the way, it was over a mountain.
因为要过去的路上呢，还要经过一个山，
It was snowing,
而且是下雪，
and the road was slippery.
然后地很滑，
And then the car quit running.
然后我的车子就坏了，
I coasted off into a parking lot.
然后我就慢慢滑到这个停车场。
It won't start.
那根本开不了。
I don't have the phone number or the name of where I'm going. I just have the address.
我只有他的地址，我没有电话号码，没有那个人的，我没有电话号码，没有。You have address.
I have the address, but I don't have their name or their phone number.
就是我没有他名字，也没有他们的电话号码。
I don't have a cell phone then. It's before cell phone.
那个时候还没有手机。
And there's no phone booth where I am.
然后在那里呢，又没有那个打电话亭。
But I don't have their phone number anyway.
但是我也没有电话号码 anyway.
And I'm getting cold.
然后又很冷。
I wasn't dressed for a snowstorm.
我那时候没有准备好，说要穿那么暖去。
I'm sitting there, Lord, help.
我就说神啊，帮助我吧。
It doesn't seem that God's going to answer me.
我觉得好像神不会回应我这个祷告。
The time for me to be there speaking comes and goes.
然后这个我要讲的去那边服侍的那个时间已经过了。
It's almost an hour now that I'm late for speaking.
已经晚了1个小时了。
I can't move, it won't run.
然后呢，车子怎么弄都发动不了。
And I think there was a bowling alley back down the highway.
那边就看到说，那边好像有一个保龄球馆。
My wife wasn't with me, she was in a different car.
然后我太太是在另外一个车子里面。
And so I thought, well, at least I won't freeze to death at that bowling alley.
那我想说那最少我到那个保龄球馆里面，我不会被冻死。
So I walked down to the bowling alley.
所以就进到那里去。
And I'm warmed up now. I feel a little better.
觉得暖和了。
And I'm an hour and a half from my meeting engagement.
然后想说，我已经迟到1个半小时了。
And finally I pray.
我又祷告。
Sometimes it takes you a long time to pray.
有时候你可能会要搞了很久，你才会想要祷告。
I prayed a lot that car would start.
然后我那个时候有祷告说那个车子叫它启动，但是
But a thought comes to mind.
但是那个时候呢，有一个想法
Why don't you call the people?
为什么不去打给那个人呢？
I said, Lord, I don't know their name.
可是我说神啊，我又不晓得他名字。
I have their address.
我有他的地址。
And he says, just a name, 2 names come to me.
然后呢，就是神就给他2个名字
Judy Mahar.
，Judy Mahar。
Mahar. Yeah, Lord, that sounds familiar.
这个名字听起来有点熟悉哦。
I wonder if there's somebody by the name of Mahar in Lake Oswego.
那我就想说，要照那个 Oswego 这个城市里面叫马哈的这个人。
Well, then we still had phone booths and phone books, remember?
在那个时代呢，我们还有电话亭，还有那个真正的电话号码簿。
I'm going back to January of 1988.
这个是1988年的1月份发生的事情。
I grabbed the phone book.
我就把这电话号码簿拿出来。
There's 3 Mahars.
有3个马哈。
Guess what?
你想想看。
There's only one with that address.
但是只有其中1个是有地址的。
But it's J and J Mahar.
但是呢，名字叫 J and J Mahar。
I thought, well, I got the name Judy.
那我想说，我有听到 Judy。
I wonder who the other J is.
那到底另外一个 J 是什么呢？
Well, it was John and Judy Mahar.
所以是 John and Judy Mahar， 所以是 J Mahar。
Put my money in, dial the phone.
然后我就把我的铜板放进去打。
A lady answers.
有一个女生就拿。
I said, hello, this is Henry Gruver.
我说 Hello， 我是亨利。
I could hold the phone out here. Henry, where are you?
然后电话筒里面很大声音就说 Henry，
We've been praying for you to come.
我们一直在祷告要你出现。
I said, I'm 2 hours late.
我说我已经2个小时，迟到2小时了。
It doesn't matter.
没有关系
Come.
就是来。
I said, I can't.
我不能。
Why?
为什么？
My car won't
我
start.
车子动不了。
Where are you?
你在哪里？
We have a mechanic. We'll send him right
我们
away.
有那个修汽车的人，我现在马上过去。
Here comes the mechanic
好，修汽车的人来了。
with John Mahar.
那个名字叫做江马哈。
The mechanic looks over the motor, says, turn it over. I says, it won't turn over. It's dead. I've been cranking too long.
然后呢，检查马达，然后他要把它启动。我跟他说启动不了，我已经试了好多次了。
He looks over everything, looks different things, says, should run.
然后他看来看去，他说应该没问题啊。
Give me the key.
钥匙给我。
He sits in the driver's seat, turns the key.
他坐进去，马上打开，就发动了。
And he looks at me like,
然后他就看着我。
what's your problem?
他说你到底有什么问题啊？
I I tried and tried till it died.
我就结结巴巴的说，我真的试了很多次啊，就是死了啊。
Well, he says, let's get to the meeting.
好，赶快吧，赶快走吧。
You drive it, we'll follow you.
你开，然后我们跟着你。
I said, no, you lead me because I don't know where I'm going. It'll save time.
好，我说不要，你走在前面，我跟你。
So I follow him.
好，就跟着去了。
I'm an hour and almost 45 minutes late for the meeting.
所以大概1个小时45分钟迟到。
Everybody's still there.
每一个人还在那里。
They've been praying for me.
他就在那边为我祷告。
Wow, I like that.
好。
When you pray, things happen. You know
所以当
that?
你祷告的时候，真的事情发生了。
When you complain, nothing happens but more of bad things.
但是你抱怨的话呢，更多坏事情发生了。
We know we saw Sodom and Gomorrah, didn't we?
我们知道啊，因为所多玛、蛾摩拉是一个例子啊。
Don't complain,
不要
all
抱怨
right?
啊。
And so I minister. I thought, I'm just going to speak for 1 hour. I can't keep these people too late.
然后我说只能讲1个小时在那里。
Believe it or not, I only spoke for 1 hour.
所以我真的就讲了1个小时。
That is rare for me.
这真的很少的事情。
I'm going to speak for 1 hour tonight.
我今天晚上要讲1个小时。
It's hard.
真的对我来讲很难。
I start at 8. I got to quit at 10.
所以我8点开始，我10点就要。
I know that's 2
我
hours.
知道这是2个小时。
But Paul gets 1 hour.
但是我又把它占了1个小时。
Nothing I can do about that.
我也没办法。
So I speak for 1 hour.
所以我就讲1个小时。
Judy and a couple ladies begin serving hot chocolate and cookies.
然后我太太就跟其他人就开始用那个热巧克力给大家吃。
And people are leaving.
那人就开始要离开了。
And this couple's about to go out the door, and she goes to greet them and tell them goodbye.
有一对夫妇正要离开，要走到门口，然后那个 Judy 就去跟他打招呼，跟他拜拜。
And the Lord says to me,
那神就跟我说
stand up now
现在站起来。
and say, by the way,
顺带一提，
all the money's in for walking the border between England and Wales.
就是所有的钱呢，提供我去走在那个英格兰跟那个威尔士的边界
I thought,
的钱。
I can tell that because the money's come in.
我说，我可以讲这个，因为这个钱真的进来了。
So I'm not telling anybody about Jerusalem.
所以我并没有跟人家讲耶路撒冷。
And so I sit back down with my cookies
所以我就坐下来，再继续吃
and
我
my
的
hot
饼干。
chocolate, thinking, what was that about, Lord?
然后我在想说，神啊，你为什么叫我这样子宣告呢？
As
这样子讲
everybody's leaving,
那时候大家都要离开。
Judy Mahar hands me an envelope.
然后那个 Judy 马哈呢，就拿给一个信封，
It's the offering.
那就是一个奉献。
She says, Henry,
他说：“Henry，
you need to look at this.
你需要看一看这里面，
In this little home meeting,
在这样子一个很小的家庭
we
聚会，
have never had this much money come in.
我们从来没有看过这么大的奉献。
She has totaled it on the envelope.
他就把他那个奉献的金额加总起来，
It's exactly the amount that we calculated for Jerusalem.
那个分毫不差，就是我跟我太太计算我们18天到耶路撒冷所需要的经费的数字。
Now 6 days have been gone for a month.
但是呢，问题在这里啊，那个我们说6天呢已经过期了啊，而且过了快1个月了。
But it's the exact amount.
但是呢，金额又是正确的。
And I hear Jerusalem.
然后我又听到耶路撒冷。
Now over there, the rabbi would say, you don't say it right.
那这耶路撒冷拉比一定说你没有看对。
It's Jerusalem.
他说你没有讲对，是那个叫 Shalom。
I'm not Hebrew, okay?
我不是希伯来人，
I'm a red-blooded American.
我是红血球的美国人。
Half Scottish and half English. What can I do
苏
about
格
it?
兰跟英格兰混种的，
And half Norwegian.
还有挪威混种。
I don't think I have any Jewish
我
blood.
想我没有犹太血统，
Maybe, but I don't know where.
也许他不晓得，
Might be in my little finger.
可能小指头里面有，
I don't know.
但是不知道。
I go home that night,
回到家，
give the envelope to my wife,
把那个信封就交给太太。
and I said, does this mean Jerusalem?
那么这个真的就是代表我要去耶路撒冷吗？
But honey, it didn't come in 6 days.
可是甜心，这个已经过了没有这六天以后啊，不是6天之内来的，是已经过了6天很久了。
You know why I'm doing this?
你知道我-
Romans chapter 8, verse 7 through 9,
你
right?
知道我为什么在讲这？因为罗马书那个第8章的时候有讲这个，
This thing called our brain.
就是我们的脑袋瓜。
It says it's declared war on God.
因为呢是与神呢为征战的，我们的想法都是跟神征战的。
It cannot please God.
我们是与神为敌的，我们没有办法那个取悦神的。
If God says it, I'm not going to argue with that.
然后神就说：“哎，我懒得跟你吵啊。
But I did argue. ”
但是我是跟神吵。
My wife's gone to the bank to make the deposit.
那我太太呢就去把银行把这个钱就存了。
I'm still questioning. It wasn't in 6 days.
然后我就在跟那神讲说：“可是已经过了所谓的6天的约定期，过那么久，你钱才来啊？”
The phone rings.
电话响了，
It's Judy Mahar.
就定把哈又打了
Henry!
，Henry 又很大声。
I can hear her clear out here.
哦
Do you know the miracle of that big check that was given last night?
就说你知道吗？这是一个奇迹。昨天晚上给你的那个支票是一个大的奇迹哎。
I said, no, I just know it was a large amount.
我说没有啊，我只知道那个金钱是数目多一点而已啊。
She said, the couple that gave that
他说给你这一个奉献的那对夫妇，
on December the 25th, the night of the 25th of December,
在12月25号那个晚上，
they both individually had the same dream.
太太跟先生同时都做了一个梦，
Fill out a check for this amount,
拿出支票来，把这个金额写上去，
date it,
把那个日期写上去，
don't put who it's to,
不要写说要给谁，
and what it's for,
然后也不要写说是为什么目的，
until you hear the man say,
直到你听到那个人说。
by the way,
顺带一提，
all the money's in for walking the border of England and Wales.
所有的钱要去走那个行走威尔斯跟英格兰的边界的钱已经到了。
She said, I was just saying goodbye to them at the door.
他说呢，我只是在门口跟他们道别。
Now, this is up by Portland, Oregon.
这是在 Oregon 啊，波特兰州啊。
They visited family up in Seattle.
然后呢，他们是去那边拜访他们在西雅图的。
They want to get to southern Oregon by that night.
那天晚上呢，他们要到那个 Oregon 的南部去。
They stop at very dear friends in Lake Oswego just for a brief visit.
所以呢，他们到 Lake Oswego 这个家庭聚会里面是一个很小很短的聚会。
They're very dear friends.
然后因为那个主人是他很好的朋友，
Say, you got to hear the man that's speaking in this house in Lake Oswego tonight.
因为他那个好朋友跟他讲，今天晚上你一定要来听这个人来我们家里面讲的信息。
He hears from God.
因为这个人可以听到神的声音啊。
Well, they wanted to hear somebody that hears from God.
他说：“哇，这个 ，What do you say？”
They wanted to hear somebody that hears from God.
那他们就是说，他们要听到来看这个人可以听到神的声音的这个人，所以他们来了，
So they came.
所以他们就来了。
But several times they were going to leave because you never showed up.
但是好几次呢，他们都想要离开，因为你没有出现啊。
And finally, when they found out you were on the way,
那到终于呢，他们知道说，哦，你在路上了。
they were too embarrassed to get up and say to their friends, we've got to leave.
那时候他们觉得很不好意思说，那时候就说啊，我们要走，
So they sat there.
所以就只好留下来。
And then as soon as the hot chocolate and cookies were handed out, they better get going.
所以那个他们的热巧克力跟饼干出来的时候，他们就起来要走了。
And then I stand up and say,
然后那个时候你就站起来了。
by the way,
顺带一提，
all the money's in
所有的钱进来了。
for walking between England and
这些
Wales.
钱
the
就是要
border.
到英国跟威尔士的边界，神教去那边行走的经
So
费。
they had to ask my name again.
所以他们就必须那个时候就要问说，这个人到底叫什么名
Wrote
字？
my name in
就把他名字写在
and
支票
wrote
上，
for
然后写为什么，
from God.
然后写从神来的。
She said that was written the 26th of December.
然后他说那个支票的日期上面就是12月26号。
I said, oh Lord,
我说哦，神啊，你赢
that
了。
really means
哦，神
Jerusalem.
啊，你太厉害，你赢了。
I can't get away from it.
我没有办法逃不了你的手掌心
Oh,
啊！
I've got to go to Jerusalem.
哦，我一定要去耶路撒冷啊！
So it works out. My wife had me arranged, already reserved for a hotel because the date we would be there was during Passover.